He's up to 13 Premier League goals now. One more than he got for Villarreal last season, actually, in his debut season. We talked about him before the game.
Yeah.
And he got those smart finishes in the second half today.
Well, especially this, obviously, second one, where we spoke about him being calm in those situations. There's been loads of occasions where, he's gone through on goal when he's sort of like rushed it. The first one, was obviously a tap-in. So you run over and you thank the teammate. In terms of West Ham, it's poor defending. I think if you're a fullback, you have to be more inside and sort of like outside looking in. But yeah, the first one, it's a tap-in. And the second one was a nice finish.
Emerson's still in the dressing room. 3 minutes into the second half, he's not switched in.
No.
He's come out of that tunnel from the dressing room, and he's just, his position is awful. I mean, it's a good finish and a good ball from Chalobah, but at the end of the day, you've got to show a little bit more than that, especially when you're conceding all the goals they've already done in the first half.
Yeah, he timed his run just about perfectly there, and I often find, don't know what about you, Jermaine, in this type of situation, I think the near post finish is quite an underplayed finish here. Often, you get a big gap at the near post there, and we can see here just onside, times his run pretty well. Pochetino plays the ball through, and it's a nice little easy finish. It's not a hard finish once you make that choice into the near post. So, good day for him.
It was, and a complete opposite day for West Ham and David Moyes. Third time this season they've been hit for 5, and a lot of people saying very un-David Moyes-like. Well, when you look at West Ham have now conceded 70 goals in this Premier League season, and that is the most ever under David Moyes for any team in any Premier League season.
I think that performance doesn't represent West Ham as a football club. When you play for West Ham, and you can't really go toe-to-toe with the other clubs in terms of like how you play, and that performance doesn't represent West Ham. You've got to work hard first and foremost. At the top of the show, I said the manager's a defensive-minded coach. Well, you like to think if you're a defensive-minded coach, you don't concede that many goals. Against a Chelsea team, good Chelsea team, but, if you look at the Chelsea team over the last 10 years, it's not like you wouldn't say it's a Chelsea team that you can go in and concede 5 goals.
They might need a defensive-minded coach now, mightn't they? We were saying before.
With 7.
Everyone accuses him all the time of being defensive. Well, they've conceded 70, so they might need to go for one now.
Well, it is a fast-emerging Chelsea team, gathering pace up the table for Mauricio Pochettino.
Mauricio, congratulations. How pleased are you with that performance?
I'm really pleased. So happy for the player and for the staff, and I think they deserve this feeling. And after the victory again, Tottenham, and to confirm after a few days after that great performance, they deserve full credit.
Because to play like you did on Thursday and still have the energy less than 3 days later, it was a brilliant first half, wasn't it, especially?
No, brilliant game. I think the game was amazing. I think the approach of the game again, the right attitude, the right capacity, to deal, to compete. I think I told you that after Thursday I was so happy in the way that we compete, and compete in this way. We have the talented player that have the quality to score goals, to create chances, and of course in this way all is possible.